Hello everybody, I'm new today, and Jamie Power back for another episode of Pickups and Post. Got a little bit of bonus footage for you, some film reviews, and we're going to go over all the pickups over the last 2 weeks. I didn't do one last Sunday because it was Valentine's Day and then I was working, so I didn't get a chance to film it. So we're going to do 2 weeks worth today, and I've got some very good things to show you, so let's get on with it. The first thing I want to show you is Jamie Powell, the short films. Picked this up in HMV. No, I didn't really. This was just for a joke, for a video. It is actually have discs on it. I've popped it in a black case, you may have noticed. 2 discs there. This is just basically all the short films up until 2024 from the day I started, and all the CJ, Crazy J cameos. I mainly got this made because I know an individual who wanted it, and so I thought I'd just put it into a video for a joke. Yeah, so that is that. It's not a real release, obviously, but it's worth keeping for memory's sake. But yeah, I can't see anybody wanting a copy. Now, I've got 2 films from Cash Converters. I've seen 1 and 2, they're childhood favourites of mine. Never seen 3 and 4, so I picked up them then for 50p each. 50p for 5 all goes, was it? The American Tale, The Treasure of Manhattan Island. Never seen it. I do love 1 and 2, but I've never seen this one. And I've got the 4th one as well, which is called The Mystery of the Night Monster. Dun dun dun. So yeah, it's probably a load of shit. Don't judge me on this, but American Tale 1 is beautiful, fantastic film. And the second one is a lot of fun. But yeah, I look forward to checking these 2 out just to see if they're any good. But I think they might be that cheap, dodgy, straight to DVD, straight to video thing, but we'll give it a go. I got the complete box set of Fantastic Four, the animated series. Comes with a very nice slipcover. 572 minutes. Comes in a thick DVD case. And I've never seen this. I went through all of the... it's one of those that's piled up discs. I went through all of the films recently, and I'll be going over that shortly. But yeah, I'm looking forward to checking out the series. Never seen it, and this is seasons 1 and 2 in a nice box set with a slippy slip. So, and this was about £3, so I was happy to pick it up. Talking of Fantastic Four, this is the 1994 Fantastic Four film, and I've never seen this. This was never ever released anywhere, and so they found the old VHS tapes back in the day fairly recently, and apparently they've tried to remaster it and put it onto disc. Obviously this is not an official copy. The actual film itself was made just to keep the licensing for the movie and was then never released anywhere. So it's amazing that they've actually got a copy somewhere, and so yeah, that is one to watch. And if they ever release it, which they never will, but if they ever did, I would buy an official copy. But until then, thanks to my friend for making this for me. Couple of animated movies now. We have got Return of the King. This is the 3rd film in the franchise. They obviously did the animated film, which was Lord of the Rings, which had the very dodgy artwork in it, the animation, etc. But I really do like it, and they only did the first 2 films because they couldn't afford to do the 3rd. So that was obviously Fellowship and Two Towers. This is the 3rd film, which was done by a different animation studio, but they wanted to finish off the whole thing. This is Return of the King, and yeah, happy to get this in the collection. And I got a custom artwork for The Hobbit, so it could match, where is it? That one there. So they look nice together. One of my good friends got me these. They're from a company in America that make independent releases. They are called Stinky Tuna. We have got Titan AE, and this is a film I used to watch back in the day. I saw it at the cinema, always enjoyed it. It's about the end of the world and where the humans ended up, and they tried to rebuild Earth. And yeah, it's a really good film, very underrated. Nobody talks about it, and I'm so glad to have this in the collection. One I saw at the cinema as well as a kid, and I absolutely loved it. Richie Rich with Macaulay Culkin. And yeah, it's a really good film about a rich kid, and his parents go missing and they have to save the day. It's a really good little film. I've always enjoyed it, and the butler is fantastic. And finally, a chick flick. I know what you're thinking, Jamie Powell watches a chick flick? Well, I don't mind some of them. This is called Now and Then. It stars a very nice Christina Ricci. When I was a kid, my very first crush was Christina Ricci. I don't know what it was about her. I fancied the fuck out of her, and she's older than me, so it was all right. But yeah, this is a film with her in it when she was younger. So yeah, but it's a good film. I remember enjoying it, and it's a great story. And yeah, I do recommend it. It is available on DVD, but I think that's gone out of print now. So I'm happy to get that on Blu-ray. And the final pickup I got to show you is a film that comes out on Monday. This is the first time it's been released in the UK, and that is Masters of the Universe. Now, I love this movie. I know it's shit. I don't give a fuck. And this is the recent edition from 88 Films. I have opened it and gone through it, and it's got a lovely spine on there as well. Very nice and thick, said the wife. So we're going to do unboxing very quickly. So here we go. Now this is the artwork that was on the American Blu-ray, and it is. I'll go over it again. I have swapped the artwork around because that is the artwork that is on the Blu-ray, but I've swapped it because the inner artwork is much better, in my opinion. Now you do get. Oh, hang on, before I get into it. So that is the front of the box set, and then you've got that on the back, which is really cool, Skeletor. And then you've got the side as well, the spine. We've got a lovely little book, which is basically photos. It's a photo book. There's no print in it, so for those who like their stories and the writing, you're out of luck, mate. But never mind. If it's got pictures in it, it's all right. So there we go. That's a lovely, nice, thick book. How many pages are we at with it? 40-page book. So let's see the film then, and that is the artwork that I went with. I do love this movie. It's a very cheesy. Is it entirely accurate to the cartoon? Fuck no. But you do get artwork on the disc there, and you do get a poster, double-sided, nice thick card. It's got that fresh paper smell, you know, oh, I do like that smell. Oh. And it comes with that poster there, and obviously the same poster artwork there. So very nice edition. Like I said, I do love this movie. I'll just take the disc out quickly so you can see what I was on about. It's the same artwork as the inner box set art. So there we go, which is the American artwork, ironically, as well. So very good indeed. It's a great film. Like I said, it does come in a thick case with a very nice slip cover, with a poster and a, oh bollocks, I forgot to put the book, the poster back in. It's going well, isn't it? So pop that back in there. Back goes back in there with the book. Pop the book back in, and then slot that back in the slip sleeve thing. Like so. A lovely edition. I love it to pieces. Fantastic film. And I do have the American one, but I'm going to give that to my mate Doug. Alright mate, how you doing? And the final pickup is a Funko Pop of The Thing. And this is from Fantastic Four. And yeah, I can't wait for the new film. And I recently watched the original movies. I've seen both of them now. So I saw the one from, I think it's 2005. And it was brilliant, really enjoyed it. It didn't get a good review at the time, I just never saw it, never seen it, and I really enjoyed it. And then the second one came out a couple of years later, Rise of the Surfer, Silver Surfer. That was a lot of fun as well. I enjoyed that as well. Not as much as the first, but I still liked it. And then we had the fucking remake, which I've watched again, and that was a load of bollocks. Just didn't work. It's a shame, but it wasn't for me. But anyway, that's all the bits and pieces. Here's a tiny bit of shop rolled footage for you from CEX. Hello Jamie, you want to play a game? That's right, this is a Saw box set, and this is a foreign import, so I don't know why they've got it as CEX, but for some reason they do. And it has 7 films on there, and that is £22, which is actually quite a good deal. We've got Coraline with a nice slip cover there. It's one of those 3D ones. Fan-bloody-tastic. I really like that, but I've already got the film, so I don't need to pick it up. We got the Doctor Who box set. This is the one with Christopher Eccleston and David Tennant. We've got me, as Kermit's Ghost would say, One Punch Man, complete season 1. We've got this one here, it's like the guy out of Street Fighter, and yeah, the sword and the claw or something like that. And we've got Road to Perdition, a very underrated Tom Hanks film. Really did enjoy this film. Got a bit of a sad ending though. The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. This is the anime. I do like this edition though, as you're going to see in a second. All a bit of a wobble. That's the inner artwork without the front slip cover on top. No title or nothing, so it's a bit odd, but there we go. And over here we have the book that comes with it. Very nice indeed. Pictures and text and original artwork. So very nice indeed. So not a lot of footage there, but it's a little bit for you guys to see. I've just been working quite a lot recently. I did go to see some films though. I've made some notes of what I've seen. Like I said, I've gone over all the Fantastic Four films. I went to see Captain America Brave New World, which is the new film in the Marvel Universe, and it's getting a lot of mixed reviews. Some people love it, some people absolutely hate it, and some are in the middle, which I guess it goes for most films, I guess. But where do I stand on this one? It's kind of in the middle. I did enjoy it. I appreciate the tone for this one. It was a bit more serious than some of the recent Marvel movies like the Marvels and Thor, Love and Thunder. This was a bit more grounded, and it certainly wasn't the biggest of the films. It's very thin plot. but it does go at a fairly good pace. I was never really bored from it. Katie saw it, absolutely fucking hated it. She was bored out of brains, but she liked the bit of the Hulk. I enjoyed it. I don't think it's awful, but I didn't think it was anything amazing. Certainly not in the league of some of the previous Marvel movies we've had. It just felt like an extended episode of the series, which I've only seen the first episode and I couldn't get into that. But I did enjoy this. I thought the acting was okay. I thought the effects were fine. The script was a bit wobbly. The story was a bit thin. And the pacing was just about there. But not a lot really happens. But it's okay. It's not going to blow your mind. If I was to rate it out of 10, which I do in my movies, I do it now anyway, I would probably go a 6 out of 10. Didn't hate it, I enjoyed it, and yeah, I've seen it twice now, and it's fine, it's enjoyable, but it's nothing special. I also went to see Dog Man, which is an animated film about a man and a dog who have an accident, and so they put them together to become a dog policeman. Yeah, and there's an evil cat, and yeah, it's a wacky cartoon from the people who did Captain Underpants, and there's a couple of cameos from their characters in there. It's all right, nothing special. Again, it was quite funny, it was quite amusing, it was nice, it was emotional, and some of the gags were really funny, but it's a bit weird, and it was all right. It's more aimed towards kids, obviously, it being an animated movie. Not that all animated films are for kids, but you know what I mean, for average movie going these days. I thought it was all right, and I would probably go again 6 out of 10. It was good, but nothing special. The Monkey, the latest horror film based on Stephen King's short story. And this is basically about a toy monkey with a drum, not the cymbals because of licensing issues with Disney. And so this is about two brothers who get this toy and people start dying, horrible deaths around them. It's a bit like Final Destination in a way. And it starts off quite well. I like the way it started and it sort of goes okay, and then it just takes a dip. I found the pacing of this film was off. I felt at times that this was a bit boring and it didn't really go well. The tone was all over the shop. I didn't know whether it was going to be a comedy or it's going to be a horror, and the horror really worked. Some of the comedy worked, but I don't know, it just, some of the things that happened just felt a bit forced. And it wasn't scary. I thought the actual monkey itself was a little creepy at times, but it didn't creep me out or anything like that. It has some very good practical gore and some very bad CGI gore. But I thought the gore, the fact that they showed it was good. It was very gory, but it wasn't like anything I've not seen before. It was fine. It was fine. It was entertaining enough. But it does in the middle drag a little bit, and it does struggle to keep the momentum going. And if you've seen the trailer, you've seen pretty much all the good bits as per usual these days. So again, it was fine, I enjoyed it, and I would say wait for streaming. But it was a shame because it had a lot going for it. There is a small trailer at the end of the film for the director's next movie. I forget the name of it. I think it's something like Keeper or something like that. And that looks a bit odd. But yeah, if I was to rate this one again, it's going to be a 6. Everything's been a 6 so far. So yeah, it was fine. It was fine. Anyway, the last film I want to talk to you guys is Bridget Jones, the 4th one, called Mad About the Boy. And basically catch up with Bridget and her friends and her family. There's been a few deaths in the family, and she's now on her own with 2 kids, and 2 men come along. Well, one mainly who's younger than her by like 20 years, and they sort of form a relationship, and it's a comedy, romance. Well, you know what to expect from these films. And you know what? I really enjoyed it. Now, I'm putting my hand on my heart when I say this. I like the Bridget Jones movies. I know they're it's meant to be aimed at a woman's film, chick flicks again. I don't give a fuck. I enjoyed it, and I know not everybody likes it. That's perfectly fine. But personally, I really did enjoy this movie. I thought the acting from the whole cast was great. Hugh Grant is back and he's on good form. Apparently improvises all his lines, which is fantastic. And you have Renee Zellweger obviously back, and she has such great comic timing. She really does have a great comic timing. That's the best I can say about her performance. But there's also a lot of emotion with this one. There was a lot of emotional scenes, not like sad, but sort of bittersweet. and I thought that they did kind of overtake the movie at times a little bit, but it didn't ruin the film in any way. It gave the film a bit more oomph and a bit more maturity, because obviously they're a bit of silly fun. The first one has always been my favourite. Then I would go this one, then the third one, and the second one. I've recently watched all four recently, and I'd say the first one I would give it a 9 out of 10. Fucking brilliant, hilarious. The second film I would give probably a 7.5. It's good, but it's more of a drama. The third film, the second one was Edge of Reason, and the third one was Bridget Jones' Baby. That was a bit more funnier and a bit more what it should be. That was like an 8 out of 10. And this one, I'm going to go an 8.5. I thought it was very good. I think it's a very nice film. It's my favourite film of this year so far, but I'm sure that'll get topped. There's loads of stuff coming out. But yeah, I loved Bridget Jones and Mad About the Boy. I just enjoyed it from start to finish, and it ended it well, I think. Anyway guys, so that is the end of this video. It's gone on for a bit, so I do apologise. I hope you're all doing well. There will be a shop vlog tomorrow on Monday, so look forward to that. But anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe. Stay safe, play safe, and bye for now.